Welcome, my loves, to Tales of Love. I'm so grateful you've joined me tonight, where passion and secrets often intertwine in the most unexpected ways. Tonight's story is one of forbidden glances, irresistible temptation, and the kind of betrayal that lingers long after the final taste. This is The Chef's Secret Recipe Wineglass Fire, Forbidden Affair During Anniversary Dinner, Tales of Betrayal and Passion. So, pour yourself a glass of wine, lean in close, and let's begin. It was meant to be a night of celebration. 10 years of marriage, a milestone worth cherishing. Evelyn had planned every detail of their anniversary evening, from the roses on the table to the crystal glasses waiting to be filled. Her husband, Daniel, had agreed to one indulgence, hiring a private chef to prepare a lavish dinner in their own home. The chef arrived promptly at 7, a tall, confident man named Adrian, with dark hair tied back neatly and eyes that seemed to linger longer than they should. He wheeled in baskets of fresh ingredients, filling the kitchen with the scent of garlic, basil, and something Evelyn couldn't quite place, something intoxicating. Daniel, as always, was dressed sharply, his phone never far from reach. Even tonight, the glow of incoming messages stole his attention. Evelyn smiled politely, but inside, she felt the ache of distance, the kind of silence that years of routine can build. And that's when her eyes fell on Adrian. His sleeves were rolled up, his hands moving with precision and care. Every chop, every stir carried a rhythm, almost like music. Dinner began with wine and laughter, or at least an attempt at laughter. Daniel talked mostly about business deals, stock reports, and emails that couldn't wait until morning. Evelyn nodded, sipping her wine, her eyes drifting to the man in the kitchen. Adrian plated their appetizer, stepping forward with a confident smile. "For you," he said softly, placing Evelyn's dish in front of her, his fingers brushing the edge of her hand. A spark shot through her veins, so quick and unexpected she almost gasped. Their eyes met, just for a heartbeat, but long enough to send a rush of warmth into her cheeks. Adrian's gaze wasn't that of a stranger. It was attentive, curious staring. Evelyn felt her pulse quicken. As the evening continued, she noticed how he looked at her when Daniel wasn't watching. A glance held too long. A smile meant only for her. Each dish became more than food. It became a message, a secret exchange only they could read. By the time the main course arrived, Daniel's phone was buzzing nonstop. He excused himself from the table, stepping into the study to take yet another call. Evelyn sat in silence, swirling the wine in her glass. And then she felt it. Adrian's presence behind her. He leaned close, pouring more wine, his breath brushing her ear. "You deserve more than half his attention," he whispered, so low she almost doubted she'd heard it. Her heart thudded in her chest. She turned her head, their faces inches apart. The air between them pulsed with tension, heavy and electric. When he returned to the kitchen, she found an excuse to follow, asking about the dessert, curious about his recipe. He showed her strawberries glistening under a drizzle of chocolate, but his hand brushed hers again, this time deliberate. Evelyn's voice trembled. If someone walked in right now, Adrian smirked. They'd see a chef doing his job. Nothing more. But both of them knew it was already more. Much more. Later, when Daniel disappeared once again to answer a late email, Evelyn lingered in the kitchen. The clatter of dishes, the hum of the oven, it all faded when Adrian stepped closer. He touched her wrist gently, turning her hand upward. "Tell me no," he said, his voice low, his eyes burning into hers. "And I'll stop right now." But Evelyn couldn't. The words caught in her throat, trapped beneath the weight of desire she'd fought to ignore. She didn't say no. Instead, she leaned in, and in that moment, the kitchen became theirs. His lips found hers, hungry, urgent, pulling her into a world far from crystal glasses and wedding anniversaries. Hands tangled, breath quickened, and for the first time in years, Evelyn felt truly seen, truly wanted. Their passion was reckless, unplanned, and dangerously sweet. The secret recipe wasn't in the food, it was in the heat of their betrayal, cooked up in the shadows while her husband sat just rooms away. Moments later, Evelyn returned to the dining room, smoothing her dress, her lips still tingling from the taste of Adrian. Daniel looked up briefly from his phone, smiling absently. "Everything okay?" Evelyn forced a smile, nodding as she sat down. "Perfect," she whispered, though her heart raced. Across the room, Adrian cleared dishes quietly, his eyes meeting hers just once. That single look held all their secrets. As the evening drew to a close, Evelyn leaned back in her chair, sipping the last of her wine. She smiled at her husband, but inside, she knew something had changed forever. She had tasted temptation, and temptation had tasted her. And so, my loves, the anniversary that was meant to celebrate 10 years of marriage became a night defined by a single stolen recipe, one made of desire, risk, and betrayal. Evelyn may have returned to her husband's side, but her heart now carried the weight of a secret she would never forget. Thank you for joining me tonight on Tales of Love. If this story stirred something within you, don't forget to return for more nights of passion, secrets, and forbidden desires. Until next time, sleep well, my darlings.